time for Moon Man to be the arbiter of what's right and wrong with the world. Yes, strap in for You Can't Do That.
Today we wheel around in the bus of Cairns and head to the northern beaches to hand out a very well-deserved clip to backyard blitzer and stripper Jamie Dury. Jamie.
He's still a stripper. How many years?
He'll always be a stripper. Jamie has made the news for having his building approval turned down for the development he had planned for a waterfront block up in Avalon. Nice for some, Jess.
Yeah.
First of all, Jamie wanted to remove 17 trees from the block. Whoa, pal. It's hard to get that under the radar as you espouse environmental values. Yes, Jamie, everyone's an environmentalist until they can afford a pool and a tennis court on a heavily treed block. Jamie, you can't be a landscape designer bouncing on Oprah's couch and start cutting down 17 trees. Jamie Dury, you can't. According to the development application submitted to council, Jamie says he's just trying to build a family home that's sympathetic to the topography of the site, i.e. cut down all the trees. Topography.
God, don't you just say you're going to chop them down. Don't show off.
Come on, Jamie. A 6-story, 8-bedroom family home with a butler's pantry and media room. That's a big family home for a bloke that isn't married. Jamie. This is just bad timing for Jamie Dury, though. He should have tried to build the house before he was a judge on House Rules, when people still liked him. A judge from House Rules can't expect mercy from a building department at the council. Jamie Dury, you can't. Now, let's drill down on Jamie's application. 6 stories, 8 bedrooms. How much cash did they shove down your G-string as a stripper? Jamie Dury, you may be a published author, landscape designer, TV star, but you can't expect we're going to forget your roots. Jamie Dury, you can't forget you're a stripper. Jamie Dury, you can't. Let's go to that this morning, Pajwa.
Nice one, Moon Man.
In a video that's gone viral online, visitors to the Bronx Zoo were treated to an extra special show when 2 gorillas got busy pleasuring one another, or one pleasuring the other one, right in front of the enclosure window. They know what they're doing. They know.
Extroverts.
It's like, we'll wait till there's a bunch of kids in front of this, then I'm going to lie in front of the window and you come down and you know what to do, Barry. It's like, I've got you covered.
There was kids in that video.
There were kids.
There were lots of
If you have a look
kids.
at the video online, don't Google it at work, by the way, gorillas having oral sex, but there's just a line of children's heads, and then you hear the parents, this is the funniest part of the video, going, oh my God, don't look at that candy. Come over here, Sam. And they're carrying the kids away, but still watching the gorillas go pretty hard at it. So what happens, I'll give you the blow by blow. A gorilla basically lies down on its back. Yep. It's a male gorilla, clearly. And then I think it's another male gorilla comes along and starts pleasuring his mate. So it's real prison type gear.
Yeah. 2021,
It's 2021. You can do what you want.
Good thing this happened at a zoo in New York, in the Bronx, because they're a bit more forward-thinking there. I wouldn't have liked to see 2 male gorillas going at it in some of the southern states.
Like at the
What the hell is that gorilla doing?
God is watching you.
That is wrong in the eyes of the Lord. But this happened to me at Taronga Park Zoo. I was with my previous partner at the time, Beck, and Lily, my eldest, who's now 21. She was 3 years old, and we went to the zoo. I was working up here in Sydney, and I can have this story corroborated because I saw a guy by the name of Kynan Barker, who was a writer on Rove's show. So he used to work on Rove's show. He used to write jokes, Pagey.
Did he?
Oh, cool. Kynan. Good on you, Kynan.
No, good bloke, Kynan, and very funny writer. It wasn't his fault. Anyway, so I ran into him. I said, "G'day, Kynan." He goes, "Oh, g'day, Moon. How are you?" And I said, "I'm well." And Beck and Lily were looking at the chimpanzees, big chimpanzee enclosure there. Anyway, one chimpanzee comes over, wakes a chimpanzee up. Okay. And you could see the kind of groggy chimpanzee wake up, and they go over by the window, 2 females, and they went for it. And unlike these 2 lazy male gorillas that just ends after 30 seconds or whatever, those 2 female chimpanzees, they knew what they were doing and they were on for young and old.
Ages.
And it just, in the end, people just went, I've got to walk away because I've been watching this like I'm at a peep show and it's gone for half an hour.
Oh, God. My legs are it's not that I'm not a perv, my legs are getting sore.
It's
I'm
like,
thirsty.
and people are looking around the enclosure, it's like, this is pretty full on. Like, how long is it right to watch that?
That's unreal.
And I said, listen, Conan, I'm going to go. Come on, sweetheart, we're off.
Isn't that interesting, though? It's genetic, even, to the gorilla years that, men don't need much time, but women can go forever.
They'll put in the effort.
Well, yes, it's obviously that the women...
Yeah?
Let's not go there. But these guys, the two male gorillas at the Bronx Zoo, they didn't really finish off, if you will.
Okay.
They didn't reach an end point. It was just a little bit of, hey, mate, you cleaned the gutters, so I'll
I'll give you a little bit of a treat.
I'll make you a sandwich later if you want. And I want to just hazard a word of warning. On Saturday night, I put some party pies, in fact, 24 4 and 20 party pies into the oven for half-time. By the time half-time came around in the AFL Grand Final, they were hotter than Hades.
It's lava in there. I don't know how they do it.
So I get them out of the oven, leave them standing for a while, apply tomato sauce to a plate, put about half a dozen party pies on. I'm now a few drinks in too. I'm anxious for some of that salty goodness. And I pick up a party pie. It is too hot to hold. So where's the next stop for something that's too hot to hold? Your mouth. Yes! And I blistered the top of my mouth. I have got a sandpapery tongue. It's now 3 days on since Saturday night. And I think to myself, if you're still going to burn your mouth at your age, you're a loser. But it's something we keep doing.
It's exactly right. It's funny you say, because if something is too hot for the finger, for some reason we
straight into the mouth.
Straight into the mouth. What's wrong with us? I've got a lady at our coffee shop. I swear to God, she hates me because everyone else's coffees is the right temperature, but she just looks at me and she gives it to me too hot.
Yeah.
And it just wipes your taste buds off. Like, this lady's sadistic, I reckon. She just hates me. And I'm just like, taste bud
You know it's hot, though. You've got a container. You can feel the heat through it. Still, we refuse to wait until it's cool.
No, yeah.
The neural pathway is buried deep in the brain. It's like, get that in straight away, and all of a sudden you've burnt your mouth. How badly did you burn yourself with food?
A really dangerous dish is the dumpling, because it comes out, they're there and they're steaming and they look so good and you've been waiting for them, but they literally explode as you bite into them, and it's an explosion of boiling hot soup inside the dumpling, and you can't spit it out. What are you going to do?
You've done it before, and you do that slurping too. With the pie, I'd bitten into one and it's too hot to hold, so you've got to kind of suck air through it.
And it lasts for days. 3 or 4
the
days
sandpapery
later,
tongue.
you're still feeling
horrible. And also, the one we were talking about is the tomato inside a toasted sandwich or a jaffle, where you bite into it, and they should actually coat the...
There needs to be a warning sign.
They should coat rockets with this for a re-entry into the atmosphere, because they can sustain so much heat. They flop out of your mouth and can burn your face. So how badly did you burn yourself with food?
Not just in your mouth as well. Was it on you, the food? Because it could be anywhere.
Good morning to you, Cam.
How you doing, guys?
We're very well indeed. How badly did you burn yourself with food?
Mate, I was up water skiing, stuck a baked bean jaffle in the fireplace. After a couple of schooners, grabbed it out, first bite, straight across the lip and straight down the chin. The runny baked bean sauce.
And did you get some severe scarring as a result?
Yeah, it was more just blistered lips than anything else. But yeah, it was the second bite that hurt just as much as the first.
Yes, because you go again.
You still went again. Well done, Cameron. Thank you. Di, how badly did you burn yourself with food?
Oh, Moon Man, I had a pie incident like yourself. I did a late night run to Harry's, got my tiger. When they hand it to you on the little paper plate, I couldn't wait. I grabbed the fork and I missed my mouth, and a big chunk of beef fell on my chin. I had blisters for like about 3 weeks. It looked like I had gravel rash on my chin. I tell you what, that pie was the best pie ever.
It's the mincemeat. When that mincemeat boils, I used to work at a bakery, and the entire pot of mincemeat fell on one of the workers.
Oh, God.
And as they were, he went into shock, and as they were trying to get it off him, literally the skin melted off his arms.
Oh.
Like, it's a terrible thing.
He
It needs a
became
warm-up.
part pie.
Adrian, how badly did you get burned by food?
Yeah, how you going, guys?
Great.
This is a long time ago when I was younger. I went to a convenience store after having a few drinks, few too many.
A few drinks, Adrian, is a very common theme in the face burning and food burning.
Yeah, I can imagine. So I had a few too many, and I went into the convenience store. I grabbed one of them pre-hot dogs that you heat up in the microwave. I heated up in the microwave.
Oh, God.
And I looked around me and I thought, you know what? No one was around. I shoved it down my pants and I actually stole the thing. But I was a bad boy back then. I was a bit young and stupid. Anyway, so I snuck out and it was sort of a bit hot down there or whatever. And I walked out the thing. I took it out and I walked around the corner and I got the hot dog out and it was just all blistering down. In the genital area.
My God.
Did you still eat it?
Sorry?
Did you still eat it?
I can't remember, to tell you the truth. It was such a long time ago. But, yeah, I think I did because I was a bit drunk. So I'm pretty sure I did. And I just thought nothing of it. But the next day, I ended up having to go to the doctors and getting cream. And it was 3rd-degree burns. And they wanted me to, get them all checked and so forth. But the good side of it, it was on top of my genitals, so it wasn't right in underneath.
On
So.
top of the
Okay,
genitals.
good.
It's a
On the
happy
top
ending.
end. Wow,
Thank
that
you,
is a hot
Adrian.
dog story. I was watching the AFL Grand Final on Saturday night, and I was unaware, Jess, that there was a streaker at the ground until you pointed that out this morning.
It's the best part.
His name is Abra Bowl. He is the cousin of Olympic 800-metre runner Peter Bowl.
You know the Sudanese immigrant that came here and everyone thought he was going to win gold? Do you remember him?
Yeah,
After the
Peter
Olympics,
Bowl.
we all forget the...
We all forget Peter Bowl, but we were championing him on at the time.
Yeah.
We remember Peter Bowl.
Yeah.
Do we?
Of course we do.
Bolly.
Anyway, Abra Bowl is facing a hefty $100,000 fine and a 3-year ban after he stripped down to only his underwear, socks and sneakers before running onto the field at 3/4 time. Okay, a couple of things here, Abra, whose nickname, if I knew him, would be Cadabra.
Yes.
For sure. Here he comes, Cadabra. He did it at 3/4 time. Sorry, mate. That's why we didn't see you. No one cares. You should have jumped it should have been in the field of play.
Do it in play.
Yeah.
Try and get your hand on the ball. You get tackled by a player. A lot more publicity for you. You're going to have to stump up $100,000 though, so you're going to want some
100
followers.
grand.
$100,000. It was up in Perth, I think, specifically for the grand final, unless they got different rules over there. I think it's still $8,000 at your normal home and away game. But we're not encouraging anyone to jump the fence. The other thing is streakers got to be naked.
Yep.
The cricket streaker jumping the stumps completely bollocky naked. Remember that big unit that did it at the NRL? A big fella.
Yes, and he actually got involved in play and actually interfered with a Queensland try.
He had some speed on him, though. He was good.
He was completely naked, but Cadabra, he was out there with his undies, and they weren't a great set of undies either.
They had a big hole in them. They look like my partner Norm's, on painting day. But you're exactly right. You can't streak in your undies. Streaking in your undies is like having sex with your shirt on. You're only half going for it.
So undies off, please, Abra. Cadabraoid.
But $100,000 fine. It's not just the money, though. Did you mention a 3-year ban? Are you telling me this fella can't go to an AFL game in Perth for 3 years? The poor bugger.
Why are you already taking your clothes off and looking for an AFL game to streak at?
Do you know what I love is Peter, obviously his cousin who was the 800-metre runner from the Olympics, he tweeted, "Mate, I was not training you for this," afterwards.
So he obviously runs with his cousin Peter, who had made it to Tokyo. He has written here, whilst in the stands, the man who goes by the nickname Black Magic, Abra, tweeted, "You only live once, so F it." And then he decided to run across the field. The crowd with 100,000 people, he went on to write, million plus people watching, first ever to streak in an AFL grand final in Perth. So well done to you, you absolute imbecile.
Well done.
Skid pitch, skid pitch,
Skitty, pitch it. Skitty, pitch. Skit pitch.
Yes, every radio show have a weekly brainstorming meeting. They get together in a meeting room and they get pastries in and things like that and throw ideas
Do they
around.
come up with fresh ideas, other radio shows?
From time to time. It's usually the same stuff recycled every couple of
We're
years.
giving away $1 million.
But we like to do it on the air, and it's time for Moonman's Skit Pitch.
And we're going to start with a grand final themed skit pitch. The grand final kickoff, this is called. That's where instead of a normal ball, Jess, we take a footy, a beautiful Steeden, we pack it with a suspicious white powder. Then when the ref blows his whistle, the player kicking off has to try to kick the ball through the open window of a hotel room where his mates are partying.
I'd watch that.
I'd watch that too, because
Yeah.
how good would that kick be to kick it from the centre of the ground through the open window of an adjacent hotel?
It's really you would
Where
hate
you've got the shirtless Cam wants to go, kick it to me.
Game over, you win.
I love it.
What about this? A brand new, we play a brand new game called Guess What Powder the Storm Have in Their Hotel Room. I have a feeling the first caller might get that correct.
Might be a quick game. Well, what is it?
Well, what is the right answer?
The correct answer is a suspicious white powder.
Okay.
Ding.
A new game called Na 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 Na. It's just the flu. Where in a bid to keep the NRL Grand Final happening, Anastasia Palaszczuk tries to convince Queenslanders that they only have the flu instead of COVID-19. They're, of course, lying in an incubator. Intubator, rather. Not incubator. That's where you make a... Anyway,
Isn't it where you hatch eggs?
Yeah, you
no,
hatch
it's
eggs.
You
just
hatch
the flu.
eggs in that.
Yeah. Right. This one, I like this one. It's a new competition for listeners called Sledgehammer Picnic, where one lucky listener gets to go around parks in Sydney and carrying a sledgehammer.
Okay.
Well, we can get the sledgehammers branded, so sales will like it.
Yeah.
Triple M
So it's
sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Triple M sledgehammer. They find an inconsiderate tool playing really terrible loud music through his Bluetooth speaker, and they get to smash the speaker with the sledgie. Cop that today, FM.
I think we had it till the end.
I liked it at the end when it was the speaker. I thought it was going to be
Yeah, I
someone's
thought that-
head, and I had
yeah.
some
Okay,
concerns.
yeah,
But
I
the smash this speaker into smithereens.
Yes.
I was pleasantly
I was
surprised.
leading you down the path there thinking, this is terribly violent, but no, it's all about Bluetooth speakers.
Brains
which I think
intact.
A lot of people will agree with. We combine the NRL Grand Final with the Masked Singer. Who doesn't want to see an unknown bunyip singing the national anthem? Or someone dressed as an alien doing Welcome to Country?
That's actually genius.
It's a great idea.
They should cross-market the someone ring Channel 10. That's actually genius.
I'd love to see a bunyip doing the national anthem.
There's a guy on there called Mullet at the moment who looks, he wears a flanny and he's got the mullet and everything like that. He'd be perfect for the
his
national
mask
anthem.
is a bogan mask.
Yes,
is it?
exactly.
Right.
That'd be perfect. And Jackie O and Hughesy guessing who they are. It'd be
Oh,
fantastic.
I got no idea who it is, Jack. Who do you think it is? Let's pull his mask off.
And they guess Chris Hemsworth. It's like, I'll stop you right there.
I'd like to see Hughesy singing the national anthem. Australians, all let us rejoice. Good on you, you're doing a great job. Okay, finally, for Skit Pitch, actions have repercussions. To replace the ratings juggernaut SAS Australia, which I love, and 8th episode last night, sensational. It's really gathering pace now. Instead of SAS Australia, we have Taliban Australia.
Oh, boy.
Who...
No. Come on, we're listening.
I mean, who doesn't want to see a C-grade celebrity beheaded on television?
All right, there might be a few legal channels.
Let's head north to beautiful Byron Bay. I don't know how the vaccination rates are going, but it's a lovely spot. And Greens MP Teresa Green joins us on the line. Good morning, Teresa.
Oh, good morning to you, Paige. Good morning, Moon Man. And good morning to you, Jess Evie, you beautiful Earth Mother and giver of life. Oh, we worship you, Jess, and your Kundalini pathway. open it and bathe us all in your healing white light.
Oh, it's really lit up today, Teresa. It's like the smokers section at Suncorp Stadium on Sunday at the grand final.
Oh, I can see the embers and the ashes flying out of the goodness. Let's bathe ourselves. And I'm very happy to announce, Paigey, that we are enjoying the lowest vaccination rates in the country.
Oh, well done.
We're taking the pandemic on with natural healing oils, essential oils, rose oil, jasmine, and some herbs.
Yeah. Congratulations.
No, thank you very much. I tell you what, Paige, I was up very early this morning, wandering through the undergrowth, and you'll never guess.
I think I will. Was the bush wet, was it?
Oh, the bush was saturated. We'd had a big downpour overnight, and there was rivulets just full of moisture.
It sounds delightful, Teresa.
It was delightful, and I thought of you.
Did you? I think of you always, Teresa. Now, as a Green Senator, I know you're not a big fan of competitive sport, but the grand final is this weekend, and the people are behind it. Do you have a policy on sport? Well, do the Greens have a policy at all on sport?
Paige, I'm sick of that big joke at our expense. Of course we have a policy on sport. We're not a bunch of namby-pamby ne'er-do-wells wandering around like drug-affected wastrels waiting for a utopian future to arrive all by itself. We're the Greens.
Good to know, Teresa. Thank you for reminding me.
So,
I forgot. Yes,
we'll
sorry.
be recreating the grand final in the Women's Centre on Sunday. We're having our own grand final.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be terrific.
What are you going to get up to?
Well, we're going to make a banner in team colours.
Yeah, what, out of pubes, I guess.
Am I becoming that predictable, Paige?
So the banners will be out of pubes? Okay.
Out of pubic hair. Please use the formal term.
Sorry.
Pubes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a community event. Gary, my neighbour, who's always in here, stamping around.
Tell them what I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be playing the football, okay? I am the Steeden.
Yes, Gary, it's okay. Relax. Oh, Gary's so furious. He's going to be the football. So we're going to dress him up as a giant footy and put him in the middle of the Women's Centre. Nigel, my brother who's been identifying as an Indigenous woman since the failure of his second marriage, he'll be playing the bunker. And inside him, his partner, inside the bunker, I mean, in inverted commas,
yes,
his short stature transsexual Filipino partner will be playing the senior review official. Music, please, Paige.
Of course, yes. Here we go. The bunker music.
The bunker.
There's Nigel.
Nigel's
yes, I can
the
see
bunker.
That. Yeah.
We've got the senior review official. Ningaloo Punti is going to be a panther. Oh, he's a magnificent big man, Ningaloo.
Yes.
Strong like a panther too. He'll be dressing up as a panther. My not-so-bright lesbian friend, Krakakuchi Sakaruta, will be dressing up as a rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
And do you know what part I'll be playing, Paigey?
No, but I can't wait. What is it, Teresa?
A sex machine.
Oh, you're Wayne Bennett.
I'm going to be playing a sex machine. Why don't you come up here and play with the sex machine,
Oh, my
Paigey?
God. What would power the sex machine? The fecal generator?
The fecal generator. Oh, we've got it stoked up to the max too, Jess. It's burning.
I wish I could get up there, but, COVID. I'm sorry, Teresa. But
get vaxxed and come up here, Paigey.
God, you sound like an interesting woman.
I